Hello everyone and welcome to AF3 at Macau, the season finale here in season, I think this is 15? A little look-see. It is season 14. Feels like it should be more. Either way, 14 seasons in, and here we are again back at Macau. Last time we were here was season 10 with the WTCC season. And we are here now with the Cupra, the 2022 Cupra. Been an awesome car this season, provides some of the best racing action we've had in AF3. Bit of a shame I didn't get to, or didn't have time, or just wasn't aware enough to be streaming the Suzuka race. That was an awesome race. Josh looked like he fucking binned it there for a second, but it seems he's alright. As we watch him come around to complete what should be a pretty speedy lap. Reference for lap times here. 1 minute timer is great. No, you can't do that. 2 minute 28 or 7 is a very, very good time indeed. 29, a little bit less so, pretty damn speedy still. Yes, the top times are going to be around that 28, maybe even 27 mark, although I'm not sure if I've seen any 27s yet. Could be seeing Jack Olivier getting some times like that at some point in this session. Josh actually on course to be setting a 2:29. If you can keep it nice and clean throughout this final corner, could use a little bit more room there on the final turn, but it's going to be a low 29, a 29.1 from Josh Brooks. Coming across the line next. No, not Freddie Hunt, actually. It was Jens Bates coming across the line, actually. Mixtrol comes across the line now to go into third. A 2:36, probably no representative. Alfie Bevan doing intriguing things as Jack Olivier. I'm not sure if this is just an out lap. It should be a flying lap with the amount of time we've had in this session. Indeed, it's just an out lap. He has not had much time out on circuit so far, and very few representative lap times at the moment. Alfie Bevan fresh into this session. Mosquito going up to fourth for the time being. A 2:35.7, not terrible. Still something. Vroom vroom. Yep. Hello, holy deceased. Chat box. Let's get that up so y'all can see what's going on. There we go. I'm so tired. Either way, the session is indeed still progressing. Alfie Bevan hitting a lot of walls. F4C6 coming around. Ben Hayes coming back into the pits. Jack Olivier on a relatively speedy lap, but that is going to definitely compromise his lap. He's only actually going to potentially have time for only 1 or 2 more after this one. Josh Brooks currently sits atop of the timings and is just about to go out to only be able to set 1 more lap in this session. That's all he'll have time for. Jerd actually with a very quick lap there, putting him into third place. Actually, also not to be confused, Josh Brooks is indeed still with River, just has been given Togwa's skin. Wrong one for today. Ben Hayes for the win. Let's get it. Come on, let's see what Ben's up to at the moment. He's got Freddie on his tail. That can only spell trouble. But Ben Hayes, calm and collected as ever, I imagine. Mixtrol goes up to 4th, puts Freddie Hunt down to 5th. Mosquito probably not going to go up for another time at the moment, so his 6th is subject to change. Jack Olivier slingshots his car up into 1st. 3:10 Josh Nemanja Popovic with a very quick time. The times are going to start tumbling. He comes in with a 29.9, just scraping into the 20s. Very competitive lap, it must be said. any more lap times at the moment. Jert comes across and it is no quicker, but he does still have time for another lap. Mixtrol on his lap at the moment doesn't look to be any better. Freddie Hunt again has been following Ben Hayes around. See if he can improve on anything. The top sort of 4, 5 actually, fairly close. 2-second gap for a track that's as long as Macau. But besides that, very, very, very mixed, or very wide berth in terms of timing, or lap times for the drivers. Let's see, Benet's going to come around. He's going to probably have time for one more lap. I think he's actually just warming up his tyres for his final run. Let's go on board here actually with Ben for a lap. See how it looks from the driver's point of view here at Macau. Final lap here for Ben Hayes. Let's see what he can manage. Meanwhile, no further changes. Mixtrol, I think, improves to a 2:33. Freddie Hunt still with the 2:35. No improvements there, actually, on his end. The session is now over, but we do have a lot of people still on laps, so we could see stuff really starts to change. Heavy braking here after the long old straight. Very nice and clean there for Ben. Alfie Bevan puts himself up into 4th. Very impressive considering he was not around for practice. Only a smidgen off of Nemanja Petrovic ahead of him. Jens Beesma doesn't improve and stays 5th. Jack Olivier still at the top. Largely unchallenged at the moment. F4 C6 puts himself up a couple spots with a 2:33.8. Ben still with a very solid lap at the moment. Jack Olivier improves further to a 2:28.5. Josh Brooks, I believe, in second, still on a lap, however. Who knows if it is quick. Ooh, overshoots just a tiny bit there. I think that was Jerd going up to a 2... No, that was Nemanja, I believe, going up to 3rd place with a 2:29.2. Very impressive there. See what Josh is able to achieve as well if his time is indeed representative. This will be Ben's one and only possible lap to get him anywhere on the timing boards. Could be set to put him above 7th if he manages to keep it all together. About a second and a bit off of the top time so far, which actually is not too bad considering Jack's time is very good. Let's watch Josh Brooks as he comes across the line. Very, very speedy through there. Quicker. Oh, just misses out on pole by 3/10. Incredible lap there from Josh to get so close to Jack. Impressive stuff there. Ben Hayes going to be one of the final people to come around. I think Freddie Hunt actually as well, still on a lap. Around the final corner he comes. Could be a very, very nice one. Comes across the line. And he goes to 7th. Just about what I was potentially expecting. And that's pretty good for him. Freddie Hunt backs out of his lap and ends the session in 10th. Not a bad spread for Macau. 7 seconds across the whole field. Top 10, about 5 seconds. Very nice. Could be a real battle here between Josh Brooks and Jack Olivier. Both very close on their final lap. Very, very close on pace. Could be 2 people to watch. Both 1st and 2nd on the grid. Hopefully we can have another incredible race here at Macau, as so often provided. Either way, I'm going to quickly head into the VC. I've got to do a bit of double duty today. I'm going to quickly run you through the grid. It'll be a nice short little grid walk here. Today, Jack Olivier starts on pole just ahead of Josh Brooks in second place. Starting third, Nemanja Popovic. In fourth place, we have Jer. Starting fifth, Alfie Bevan. Sixth place is Jens Batesman, followed by Ben Hayes in seventh. Eighth is Mixtrol. Ninth is F4C6. And 10th is Freddie Hunt, followed finally by Mosquito in 11th. I'm going to be watching this start very closely. I'm going to go quickly give a word.
Or in the rear as well.
Good luck, everyone. Remember the no overtaking in T2. Good luck. I'll come down here if anything fucks up or if there's 4 cars or more.
Yep.
But yes, I will go back to streaming. Good luck, guys.
20 seconds, let's go.
Yes. There you go. They all seem ready for it. Just what you want to see. Which I'm going to get a different camera angle for the start. Watch them all come towards us. Here at Macau. 6 red lights. And away we go. Pretty even start from everyone. That's kind of how it goes. And front wheel driver Jack Olivier gets a good start. Nemanja Popovic already starting to pressure Josh a little. A lot of moving and switching around here. But they're all pretty much side by side. As they go down into the first couple corners, they're all tucked into that slipstream. Some people are side by side. That's Judd, Alfie Bevan, I think. Side by side, but they're all going to go through nicely in single file, I hope. It does seem that way. No real incidents yet. No dramas here at the start of the Macau Grand Prix. Let's go on board with Nemanja here for a second. Judd coming up alongside him. Will he be able to make the move for the third? Can Judd get his car stopped in time? Yes, he does. A very clean, good move for third place, that is. Side by side, Alfie and Jens Batesma. Alfie makes the move as well. And Jens, great clean maneuvers here in lap 1. And Alfie seems to have that one made. Jens falls down to 6th. Now under pressure from Ben Hayes behind him. Josh Brooks still not losing sight of Jack Olivier. Bit deeper there on the corner. Actually a lot tighter than Jack. And he's now under pressure. Almost touching the rear of Jack there. He gets nice and close up to him. Great action here from all of our drivers. And everyone making it through nice and cleanly. Mosquito back a little bit. Freddie Hunt about 20 seconds off the rest of the pack. Not sure how that's happened, but it has. Josh Brooks harassing Jack, going to harass Jack the whole way around this lap. Just needs to stay with him the whole way and get that slipstream down the straight. Needs to not lose sight of him because this could end up being quite a boring race if he does, at least in terms of the lead. But I think everyone else absolutely at each other's throats. Nemanja definitely not done with Judd for the time being. Judd with a very good opportunistic pass into the first few corners. Now gonna have to defend that P3 with his life. Very, very close there to the walls. It might have even touched there for Nemanja, but Josh slightly losing sight of Jack a little bit. 7/10 now to the good. Is Jack in the lead? But yes, all around great start to this race. Just what we want to see, nice and clean. No real dramas. All nice and clean through the very tight hairpin. Everyone making it through just about all right. Great stuff. Josh Brooks 8/10 behind. Jack Olivier is they're going to pull away from the rest of this pack pretty soon and make their getaway. But Josh, within a second of Jack, needs to be closer. Needs to be into that 5/10 if he wants the slipstream down the straight. However, in slipstream, now that we're talking about that, Nemanja up alongside Judd. Judd to the inside, however. Nemanja tries to get around his outside, and it may be a move around the outside that's made. Great stuff there for Nemanja. Puts himself back up into the podium position, and Judd falls down to 4th. We are going to have a little bit of a train here. Jens Batesman at the back of said train. Ben Hayes just off of the back of it. I'm going to watch this run down to the third corner here from Jens's POV. Following Alfie Bevan right behind. Judd going to be looking to get past Nemanja down into the braking zone. Nice and close to that barrier there. Jens not really getting much closer to the back of Alfie Bevan at the moment. Maybe running slightly different aero, but definitely moves up ahead for third. Judd down the inside of Nemanja, just as it was a lap before. Oh, Jens and Alfie go very, very, very deep. Get so close to the back of Judd and Nemanja, but they both managed to make it stick. Great stuff there from all those. Alfie Bevan still up ahead of Jens Batesman, but they're both alongside each other. Jens Batesman to the outside, Alfie Bevan to the inside. Becomes the inside for Jens for a moment, but it's going to become the inside now for Alfie Bevan down into the next tight left-hander, and Alfie Bevan stays ahead for the time being. Single file now, no chance you're going to go through together, but Jens actually manages to find a way alongside Alfie Bevan. Is he going to try something crazy around the outside here? No, he will not. He's going to have to slot right back in behind Bevan, And this battle is going to go and go and go. Josh Brooks gets but gets just below the 1 second mark with Jack. Jack hits the wall. Josh gets right up alongside him, definitely with the speed advantage. He gets so close up to him. Is he going to go for a late lunge here? Oh, not going to go for anything. Just a bit far behind, but that gap is really closed. Jack could be really under threat from the slipstream on the big straight coming up. I'm dying. I can't commentate. Awesome stuff here at Macau. Look at this. Who says you need a big field? So many people crazily close together. We need to see this car in more seasons. Would not be complaining if this is just the car for every season from now on. Loving the Cupra, loving the action it provides. And it's going to keep on going and going and going and going. 6 tenths now, closer than he was last lap. He's going to have to make up a couple tenths in these next few corners if he's to have any chance of the slipstream. But slightly spreading out the field are behind. Not many people in that slipstream range. 6, this is just about 7 tenths. Actually, just down into the 6 tenths. Could be just about within range. He needs a very, very good exit here. He needs to maximize it onto the straight. Jack goes quite deep. Actually, Josh with a very nice exit. Just about going to get into the 5 tenths range. 5:35. A quicker lap from Josh that last time. Fastest lap of the race from Josh Brooks. And he's down just below those 5 tenths. It's creeping down just about. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Could he be in with a chance at the end of the straight? Maybe a bit of a push. But Josh really not far behind Jack at the moment. So close between these top two. Starting to pull away now from the guys behind them. Doesn't seem to be able to make anything work this lap, but he just needs to stay close. He's putting the pressure on Jack, and that's exactly what he needs to be doing at the moment. 3 laps in to this awesome Macau race, and these three still not done with each other just quite yet. Jens Bateman falling off the back of the pack a little bit, whether that's down to pace, mistakes, what have you. Mosquito has managed to spin down in this area, and actually that's Freddie Hunt that's going to catch up to him now. These two might actually have themselves a little battle. Or where they won't actually, because Freddie makes it past Mosquito quite easily. 5 tenths now. Still roughly the gap between Jack Olivier and Josh Brooks. This is great if he's able to keep this and maintain it coming into those last few corners. Remember, he was just about on the cusp of those 5 tenths. Not quite enough to actually make inroads down the straight. You need to be probably about 4 to 3 tenths as you come onto the start of the lap. Actually, Jack not clean through there again. Josh harassing him a lot here through this section. No way to get past, of course. You just have to bide your time. That's the Macau way. Oh, is he going to try for a move there? He thinks about it, but slots right back in. Nothing really lost there. Still very close to the back of Jack. And these guys are going to keep getting closer and closer and closer. Jens Batesman and Ben Hayes going to get brought back into this battle as these three kind of hold each other up just a little bit throughout the track. And Josh Brooks, 3 tenths now. He needs a nice clean exit here to stay close to Jack. And that is pretty much what he's going to get. Jack actually hitting the wall. Oh, this could be big. Josh really going to gain on him now. Jack's going to have to defend with his life. He's going to have to try something here. Josh, can he make it to the inside for the next corner? Looks towards the inside. He's got some overspeed, but slots back in. He thinks better of it. He knows the straight's coming. He knows he needn't risk it for now, but he's got the slipstream again here. Just needs to make sure that exit onto the straight is as clean as it can be. Just about within that slipstream. He's pressuring Jack a heck of a lot. And again, the Josh's exit is just that bit better. He is on form today. Josh is ready to potentially win this AF3 race. Lap 4, we now start. And he's getting closer and closer, creeping up on Jack Olivier. Yeah, you can see that slipstream just about working. 2 tenths now, getting closer and closer. He's going to follow him. See how well he can follow him through this next section. Can Josh keep it nice and clean? Absolutely inch perfect as they come through there. Josh to the outside. Has the overspeed. Jack going to defend the inside. Can Josh make it around the outside? It's going to be a battle of the late breakers. Jack leaves him just about enough room, and Jack just about takes first back again. Awesome battling here for the lead. This is why I love AF3. This is why I fucking commentate this shit. Great stuff going on here. Nemanja and Jerd, a little bit of a gap between the two of them. Alfie has fallen back a bit as well, just losing out somehow. Ooh, Josh to the inside. Ooh, looked like contact from that angle. Josh with the inside there, giving Jack so much grief, so much pressure being passed to the leader here. Just going for moves in places we don't expect them, and they are bringing Jerd along with them, actually. This battling is starting to now hemorrhage them time. 2.8 now, the gap. Was about 4 not too long ago. And I'm absolutely loving what I'm seeing here. Josh Brooks, Jack Olivier battling it out halfway through this race, and there is really no way of properly telling which way it's going to go. Advantage Jack for sure, but Josh Brooks, we've seen him get right up alongside Jack. He can do it. He can keep with him. And Jack's mistakes have been not stopping just yet. But Josh needs to rely less on those mistakes and really actually mount a proper challenge to him. I mean, he's doing good, but he needs to have that decisiveness, needs to have that slightly later braking right when it counts, and he can't be letting Jack get out of that crucial slipstream, because that is going to be the end of the challenge if he does let him get away. 0.6 now. Slightly opening the gap up a little bit is Jack, but he may be able to close it again before the main straight. Through they come around the last part of the lap. Nice close gap between Jens Batesman and Alfie Bevan. These two adversaries from early in the race back together again. And Jens could be really potentially challenging Alfie as they come into the main straight. 0.7 now between Jack and Josh. Not really going to be able to make anything work there. Yep, nothing really to say for those two. But it's Jens and Alfie who are going to be the ones to watch on this next straight. Jens definitely within that slipstream. Definitely a quicker lap than Alfie, about a second quicker. Bevan clearly dropping some time somewhere throughout that lap, and giving Jens a chance to get back into that top 5. Just falling out of that slipstream a little bit. 0.5 again, the golden number here for maintaining slipstream with anyone. Josh Brooks is ahead of Jack. Oh shit, I looked away. Josh Brooks is ahead of Jack. Josh Brooks is now in the lead of this race. 0.2 now ahead of him. Jack is going to try for the inside. Not able to make it work. Just about gives enough for him. Holy shit, how did I miss that? Fucking hell. Josh Brooks leads. He leads in AF3 on complete merit. Jack has been overtaken. And Josh now leading this race. He just needs to keep it clean. He can't allow mistakes to creep up. And he might just have this. 5 laps in. 2 laps left to go. It's going to be tight. It's going to be close. This is quite the AF3 race. What a finale we're having here. Battle for the lead like no other. And it could actually be that a championship is in the balance here. Just want to check again how close it really is between these two guys. Ignore that. But I've got to check. Josh Brooks right up ahead of them. Jack Olivier definitely, I think, with the edge on pace. But if Josh can bring the other guys back into this, it can alleviate some pressure. Josh characteristically pretty good through the hairpin. Gets ahead and is crucially out of the slipstream range for the time being. Josh Brooks not really a threat in the championship. However, could be a definite threat for the team's championship. Yeah, definite threat there. Either way, Josh Brooks now ahead out of the slipstream. He has clean air, and he could very well take this to victory. Who knows? Josh very unlucky in past rounds. Yelen's got a double third. Jack has been on form, double wins in Suzuka, win at Yelan's, and one at Sonoma. Besides that, it's been Judd winning a lot of the races. Jens winning a couple, and David Salinas as well, with a couple race wins, or one race win to his name. Josh now a second ahead of Jack, actually. Really starting to pull out that gap. The gap's definitely emerging. Ooh, looked very deep there. Actually, no, really cut that corner quite nicely, or at least was very on the limit. And Josh actually pulling out ahead of Jack. It just seems on pace alone. You love to see it. Bevan still in 6th. Jens now successfully ahead of him. Alfie very wild on the tail end there, and losing a little bit of time to Ben Hayes behind him, but Ben Hayes not really a threat at the moment. Close battle on track at the moment. Probably Jens and Nemanja. These two starting to close up on one another. Nemanja slightly held up by Judd ahead of him. Five tenths, actually, the gap has fallen between both Nemanja, Jens, and also Jack and Josh. Josh just needs to hold on. It's going to be one last lap. Penultimate lap now. Josh again with a pretty solid exit. Not as good as previous ones. Just needs to stay out of that slipstream. And then he needs to keep it clean for one more lap. Awesome stuff. This has been one of the really great finale, honestly. In terms of value out of the amount of drivers versus the amount of action, very high value, I'd say. This has been. Ooh. Oh, fuck. Stretching. Jack actually with a much better exit. Oh, Josh could come under threat here. 4 tenths, Jens Batesma and Nemanja Popovic. There's been a switch around there, actually. This could get really, really dicey in the last lap of this race. Nemanja on the back of Jens in that slipstream, very close behind, but I gotta watch this. Here comes Jack on Josh Brooks. Here for the race win in race 1 of the finale. This is make or break. Josh has to defend hard here. He can't let Jack through. He's got to get the switch back. Jack along the inside. Josh to the outside. He's given him that inside. Josh already preparing for Jack to go deep. And Jack goes quite deep, but he takes the position back. Jack with the last lap maneuver to take back the lead. And Jack leads this race. Final lap now. Can Josh do anything? He did so well to get the lead off of Jack. But that was not a defense that would really do much in terms of keeping Jack back for very long. And Josh is going to try his absolute damnedest to harass him through the whole rest of the lap. Bit of a gap now actually between Jens Batesma and Nemanja. Yeah, Nemanja seemingly falling off the back of him, but Josh Brooks, can he do anything? Gonna have to see. He needs to just stay that little bit cleaner, go that little bit tighter than Jack throughout these corners. Oh, Jack, was that a little bit of contact with the barrier? No real change in the gap between them. Jack, very, very nice and clean on this last lap. Knows the stakes here. Knows that this is it. This is where he needs to perform. This is where he needs to stay ahead. And all he needs to do is stay ahead. That's all there really is left in this race. 3 tenths now. Josh trying anything. Having to think. Trying to just harass him. 2 tenths actually. Josh really closes up there. Is he going to go for a move here? Doesn't. He gives it a go. He swivels around. Not able to make anything work now, Josh. This is probably his last chance here. He needs this exit. He needs it to be good. So close. There's contact between the two of them. Contact between Jack and Josh. And he taps the wall as well for good measure. And that will not help him one little bit. 5 tenths now. Can Josh do anything? I think this may be said and done. But what a great battle for the lead here in the finale. Oh, gets really close up to the back of Jack there. But it's still not enough. 5 tenths now. Jack would have to bin it coming into the last corner if Josh is to have any chance of winning. 6 tenths now. What a battle for the lead here. And it's going to end as it started. Jack Olivier finishes first. Comes across the line. What a great race. Thoroughly deserved. Josh Brooks won't be happy with that second place. Fought so hard for it, but it slipped out of his grasp in just the last segment. Nemanja Popovic comes across in 5th. Alfie Bevan closely followed behind by Ben Hayes, 6th and 7th. Mixtrol very far behind. I think there's about a 3-second gap between his time and the guys ahead. But he will indeed come home in 8th. F4C6 comes home in 9th. Freddie Hunt takes the last of the top 10 spots. And Mosquito will finish in 11th. What a race. Agreed, Holy Deceased. You've been witnessing one of the greats, honestly, in terms of lead battles. That was quite something. I don't think we've had much that's been that good at Macau for a good while, that stayed that clean for that long. And good race, guys. No words. Okay.
Wait, Mosquito's not yet finished.
Oh, true.
Yeah. It's horrible.
True. Am I allowed to speak, Mosquito? Do you want silence? Oh, he's coming out the last corner now. Okay, I think I can talk.
You can.
That was a battle, Josh and Jack. That was something. Such a shame to miss out on the win just there. Jack got past you on the last lap, Josh. You could have defended harder, is what I think. But
I didn't want to push it too hard with the defense because it can go. It often backfires for me.
true.
Whether that be in crash or I'm getting a penalty.
I mean,
More than once. It's just easier to just leave it.
might never know if you don't try. Either way, was a great battle, and you definitely had him on pace for a bit. But Jack, really good maneuver there and keeping it clean for the last lap. I didn't actually see the overtake that Josh made. I was looking at my phone, but it's on stream. It's on stream.
I crashed into a wall.
Oh,
Yeah,
I see.
yeah,
Okay, it was quite sudden.
I think it was, yeah.
What was you seem to make a couple mistakes there, Jack. What was just generally just a human error or anything particular about the car, the setup?
On lap 1 or 2, I forgot. I hit the wall, not that hard, but they gave me red front end and red rear end. So like, I don't know how. Nice walls or AC physics, I don't know. But the car was basically like oversteering all everywhere and understeering everywhere as well. So
Interesting. I see. Either way, it
but
produced.
it wasn't my fault for hitting the wall though.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, the damage may be excessive for what it was. Either way,
Yeah,
a great
so-
great battle was created, and you still kept the win. So good. Good
I think
stuff
I made a
there.
big mistake by. I think I made a big mistake by getting past Jack because then he could find a rhythm. Without having to defend from me.
You were keeping the
attack.
pressure on very well. I think that you were staying
yeah.
close. So I think you may have gone a bit early on that. But either way,
Or racecraft.
either way, you got now you've got a race
You
too.
wouldn't know if you would get another opportunity. So
That is
so
true
would
as well.
Take the chance if I got it, I wouldn't stay behind.
I mean, yeah,
So
that's
it's-
true. The amount of times I've
it's
tried for the
obviously-
opportunity and then it just disappears. Like someone. It's not just Jack. It's anyone.
It's easy in hindsight
off
to
the
say
top
that.
It's also pretty easy to like keep a car behind.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
Like,
back
even
to
if
streaming.
you're
By
like
the way.
1 second lower, you.
All right, you heard what they said. You heard the guys. Jack with some issue on his car. Either way, Mosquito now starts on pole. That'll be fun. Mosquito starts first, followed by Freddie Hunt in second. Third is F4C6. Mixwell starts fourth. Ben Hayes starts fifth. Sixth is Alfie Bevan, followed by Nemanja Popovic. Jens Batesman starts there. Jerd is there. Josh is there, and Jack is there. Let's get ready for the start here. I'm gonna fuck this up. Either way, fuck it. We got the start in time. Mosquito, everyone gets away. Pretty all right. Mosquito, of course, maintains that lead. Let's see how well this goes into the next few corners. Through they come. Mosquito, I think, is he gonna try and let people alongside? This is a very dicey situation for the next couple corners. Oh, this might produce something. I think we have definitely more than... Oh, Mosquito gets pushed across the track. Yeah, that's Mosquito out the way. Oh, they all just about make it through okay. So close to one another. Mosquito very much out the picture. Alfie Bevan already looking for a move on Freddie Hunt. Oh, is it going to be 3 wide going into this corner? They're going to go up the inside of Mixtrell. Oh, it's so close, so deep. Alfie just about gets the car stopped. And he just about is able to make that move stick on Freddie Hunt. What a maneuver. So close on the limit there. But he just about makes it work. Jack Olivier in the meanwhile has gotten up ahead. Oh, he's getting harassed by Josh and Jerd behind. 2 River Boys right up the back of Jack Olivier. Mixtrell and Alfie Bevan now battling away. Mixtrell goes deep. He's going to hit the wall. That gives Alfie Bevan the run. And that puts Alfie Bevan up into second. He's going to get around the outside of F4C6 though. Could he go for the inside maneuver here? No, he's not. He's going to stick in behind him. Thinks about it. Thinks about pressuring him. He definitely has the pace on F4C6 here at the moment. And they're all going to have to tiptoe after one another through this section. No real overtaking opportunities through here, unless someone's going to prove me wrong, which I wouldn't mind. But look how close they are. Mixtrell clattering every wall he can see. Oh, Mixtrell's basically just going to let people by unless he's got some damage. Oh, Freddie Hunt coming through the 2 Voil racing cars side by side. And that's Jens past Freddie. Mixtrell falls all the way to the back. And Freddie, a little bit of a defense hit from Jack Olivier. Where's Josh in all this? Josh right behind Jack again. Familiar territory for the Brit. He's going to slot in right here. They're all... Oh, Josh gets turned around. No, he gets turned around by his teammate. Oh, no, that is not what you want to see. Not at all. F4C6 just trying to hold on at the moment. Jens Batesman now behind him. Emanya's gotten past him. Everyone else has gotten past him. Ben Hayes and Alfie Bevan. British boys up at the front. Could be down to have a battle. F4C6. Definitely not sufficient amount of angle. Mixtrell drifts around that corner. definitely suboptimal, but Josh Brooks very much out of the picture for this race unless something crazy happens up ahead. Oh, what a shame from him. He had so much pace in race 1. He's been turned around. Good stuff from everyone pretty much on that first lap. Jack Olivier now getting past F4C6. Freddie Hun follows him through as well. Could they be able to follow him through there? Jens Batesma, Jack's next target, lined up in his sight. Side by side, F4C6 and Freddie are going to go. Whoa, just glancing each other right there as they go through. Jack now with the run on Jens. Gonna follow them through here. He's getting closer and closer. Jens locking off that inside. That's what you got to do here. Pretty easy to go that way. You just need to make sure you get down on that inside nice and quick. Oh, he puts Jack into the wall. They make contact. Jens is still just up ahead, but is Jack going to be able to make it around the outside? Oh, they hit again. Jack gets flung into the wall. Oh, that will definitely be something that I think one of them is going to report. Chaos there. Jens had the inside. Don't know what really happened there, to be completely frank, but the two of them did not make it through that corner together. And that sends Jack back, and definitely with some damage. He goes straight into the wall. Definitely some damage there for Jack. Not what he wants. And the Vile Racing cars, very good. And actually, I remember I said Josh was out of this. He's right back on the back of Jack. And with the damage he has now, could be a sitting duck for Josh to get through. Josh rapidly gaining on the back of him. I think Jack is severely down on something. A lot of stuff with his car at the moment. And these two are going to have themselves another little battle. But these two in the lead. Are we going to see another lead battle in race 2 with different protagonists? Nemanja, I would probably hazard to say, a little bit quicker than these two guys. Oh, Josh up the inside of Jack. No room left there. Jack did not want to let that happen. But Josh is going to just buy this time. No real rush at the moment. Mixtrol pits, maybe with damage he has, or just straight up retiring from the race, which would be fair. Mixtrol gone. That's a rage quit, baby. Either way, Josh going to follow nice and close behind Jack for the time being, waiting for his moment to get past the injured, potentially limping Jack Olivier. Through they both go. Josh Brooks now past Jack Olivier on in that corner. Ben Hayes with the quickest lap of the race, just about going quicker than Alfie Bevan. And Jack definitely down on something, as I said. But Ben Hayes now makes his advance on Bevan. Down the straight they go. Through they're going to go into the right-hand kink. Alfie again locking off that inside nice and early. You just sit there. Oh, bump draft there from Ben. A little bit of a tap. Getting him a little bit quicker. Oh, is he going to make this corner? No, he doesn't make it. He goes too deep. And that's going to be a lot of time lost. And that's Nemanja right up alongside him. We're going to be right up near him. Oh, this lead battle's getting spicy. Jens goes and hits the wall. Oh, Jens off. And as I said, Josh is back in this one. And truly, Jack Olivier getting harassed by Freddie Hun. God, Macau does not stop giving incredible racing here today. The top three all battling. Alfie Bevan now with some clean air. Ben Hayes and Nemanja Povic going to battle it out for P2 at the moment behind him. Going to give Alfie some nice breathing room. But Josh Brooks now up with Jens Batesma. Maybe again sustaining some front end damage. Nice solid hit there with the wall. Not really a nice hit, but a solid fucking hit there with the wall at the end of T3. Oh, sliding around there. That's going to give Josh a bit of a run. Don't want to be drifting your car around too much. Oh, Jack properly sliding it through. Hitting walls. Freddie also hitting walls. Everyone's hitting walls as they all come through the tight, windy section in the latter half of the lap. And through Josh goes right behind Jens. Jens with a bit of a bad exit there. Can Josh get up alongside him? No, he can't. That's a slot in right behind. I did say to them, I said, guys, you know, in the practice start, I was like, you know, come on, guys. I want to see this again in the race. And they are sure delivering. Definitely delivering here in race 2. The top three kind of all spread out at the moment. Nothing much going on there. Remains to be seen if we get any battling out of there. But Josh, with the end to his sights. Freddie Hunn as rear gunner in case he's needed. And actually, is that Jerd? Jerd right on the back of Freddie. Very good of him to let Josh back through after taking out his teammate. And actually, Jerd going to get almost alongside Freddie. Freddie moves over to the right just to mark that inside as his territory. And Josh is going to get any of a run on Jens. Just below that slipstream. Might not be enough. 5 seconds quicker than Jens that lap. Makes complete sense. And actually, Josh, they're playing with that. They're playing with that slipstream range. Just about. I think Josh might be below it. He's got it. His time is showing him as going above and below, above and below. I don't really know if he's got it. I think he actually does just about have it now. Pulls a little closer. Jack Olivier's lost it. Probably not able to go as quick through those corners due to the damage he sustained. But they all go through nice and cleanly there. No errors for Jens that time. A little bit of a scrape there for Jack. Again, not what he wants. One bit. What a race. What a damn race. One of the AF3 races ever. Josh Brooks with his characteristically deep, narrow line through that corner. And catches up to Jens a little bit more. Jack falls away just a tiny bit. Actually, pretty much even between the three of them. Their gaps seemingly kind of just all... They're accordioning, you know. It's all in sync. Very good to see. Through they all go. Jens, a little bit of a puff of smoke there. Nothing out of the ordinary. Jerd still pressuring Freddie Hunn behind them. I mentioned Freddie Hunn as a rear gunner. I do not think he has the pace to stay anywhere near these guys, and I'm being proven right. Nemanja, though, starting to catch up to Ben. The P2 battle could be set to get spicy yet. I don't know. English isn't my strong point at the moment. Through they all go. Getting closer and closer. Jens is now to Nemanja Popovic. Probably not enough to get anywhere near them by the end of this race. Yeah, huge gap. You can just about see it on the mini-map there. But Josh, definitely still a threat. Still a threat to Jens at the moment. And Nemanja still a threat to Ben. Ben needing to keep his nose very, very, very clean indeed. Jerd and Freddie Hunt. Jerd ahead of Freddie. That's something that's always going to help. Maybe good for the teams. Nice sounds this car makes. Nice of that kind of maybe spooling down the turbo or something. I don't know. I'm not really terribly knowledgeable on the internals of a car. Either way, nice little whistling sound as the car shifts down into the corners. 5 out of 7 laps. 2 laps after this one we've got. Through they go. Josh really starting to close up on Jens. Just a fraction closer this whole lap. Incredible racer. You got to commend these guys. They are just so consistent around this circuit. Able to keep such close gaps on such a narrow, tight, tricky, and long circuit for so long. Really quite impressive. Josh Brooks so close now to the back of Jens. The battles do be capitalizing. Oh, contact there for Jens, and that is going to compromise him no end. Josh now definitely with an advantage here. Josh with the quickest lap. Actually, that may have been quicker than his quali lap. I want to say yes, that was quicker than his quali. Josh to the outside of Jens here. No, he isn't. Is Josh going to be able to pull this off round the outside? Round he goes. Yes, he does! What a maneuver there from Josh Brooks. Round the outside for 4th place. Incredible stuff on the penultimate lap here in race 2. Driver of the day has to go to Josh Brooks. Incredible stuff here. Fighting his way back through the field after getting taken out at the start. What a performance. 4th it may be, but who gives a damn? Jens still definitely a threat, but that is quite a move. Probably the best I've seen all race, or even all of both races. Is Jens going to go for a little lunge here? Nice and close to the back of Josh. This battle is far from over. So, too, the battle is not over for these two. Nemanja and Ben Hayes. Ben still holding on to the P2, but Nemanja, I think, a very, very loyal P2 enjoyer, is looking hungry for for what Ben is holding. And I hear a bit of locking up there. May slow Ben down a little bit, and Nemanja sure closes up just a tad. Jens also not losing sight of Josh. Never mind, he's definitely glad to the barrier somewhere. I think Jens and Jack both carrying some damage. Maybe Jack could be brought back into this. But yes, Josh definitely sufficiently ahead of Jens to not have to worry anymore. But this is the real battle. Oh, Ben with a bad exit there, and that's Nemanja closing right up on him. Side by side they are. Battle for P2 in the closing stages. You couldn't ask for more here, ladies and gents. Nemanja now ahead of Ben after all race of sitting tight, sitting patient, keeping consistent. Alfie Bevan, in the meanwhile, up ahead. I've barely been talking about him, but he's been running his own race and running it amazingly. And oh, they are both dancing back and forth along the straight. Ben looks to the outside. Nemanja, oh, I think he's gone too deep. He's gone. He's just straight into the wall there, and that battle ends. Oh, Josh Brooks. Josh Brooks could be hunting for a podium here. That gap has probably come right down. It's gone down to 5 seconds, so probably not unless Ben makes another big error. But that's Jack, actually, not far off the back of Jens. And actually, Josh dropping some time too. So the battle for 4th is still not over. Awesome, awesome stuff here. I love commentating AF3, and this is definitely no exception. Josh slow here. Josh actually dropping down to about 5/10 away from Jens Beitzma. That yawning is not me being bored. That is fake news. I am simply tired. Through they all go for the final time here in AF3 Season 14. What a season we've had. Great racing, great action. And I'm intrigued to see how this championship's going to pan out too. Actually, yeah, Josh definitely still isn't out of the woods just yet. I mean, Josh got a very nice clean exit there away from Jens, so that could be it all said and done. Oh, Jens no hits the wall. Jack gets the run. Jack could have the run here. He certainly does. 3/10. The gap goes down. Jens defends hard. Battle for P5 between two titans of our community. Side by side they go. Jens to the outside. Jack to the outside. Give each other room, but they're still side by side coming around the last 2 corners. This is incredible. Jack has the outside, but Jens with the inside. Who's going to win? I have no clue here. Is Jens going to go deep? He has to. He goes deep. Oh, is there contact? I don't know if there's contact, but it's going to be a drag race to the line. I think Jack's got it. I think Jack's going to have it on the line. 1/10 gap for P5. What a race. What a damn race. That's just... Won by Alfie, sorry. Big congrats to Alfie for winning that race. Very well done from him. But what happened behind? Now that is something else. Holy Jesus. God, you love to see it. You love to see it. Oh boy. What a race. F4C6 coming across. Mosquito comes around in a battered Cupra. No other word for it. Jesus Christ, let's give this thing a little look. Fucking hell. Lights smashed, windows smashed, dented shit everywhere. My God. What's the glare on those bits is insane. Thank you, AC. I love glare. I love glare so much. There's Mosquito across the line. Gonna head back. We're gonna leave that race and we're gonna head back to this screen for some interviews, potentially hear what the drivers have to say. Hello, everyone.
well,
It felt like something grabbed me, you know? Like I just
I could
only
be.
like, yeah, I don't know what happened.
Hello, boys. Hello. Awesome race. I think probably some of the best battling I've seen AF3 in a while. Jens and Jack taking it to the line. What happened earlier in the race, though, Jack and Jens? Contact and Jack straight into the wall there. Can either of you guys talk about that?
Well, I felt like he turned in. Like, I wasn't ready to go for the corner yet. Maybe he feels different.
Seeing both
Yeah.
both alongside, seemed like a very close one. What do you think, Jack? You're in agreement with Jens on that one, or?
No.
Okay, I see. I can feel the report being typed as we speak.
I
Josh-
didn't change anything, so there's no point in that.
I see, indeed. Josh Brooks, though, what an overtake round the outside on Jens. That was probably one of my favourites of the race. How was that, and how was the race for you, Josh? Your recovery? If he's even...
What overtake?
He went round you on the outside in turn 2.
Ah, yes, that. I love
There's
that.
not better overtakes.
I mean, that one was one of the nicest round the outside. I mean, there's a couple good
I
ones
lived
into
it.
turn 3.
I feel like this season I've done more overtakes around the outside than down the inside.
Well, I mean, that seems to be
Like,
working for
Jack's
you.
move on the last corner was nicer than that turn 3 move. Like,
It was pretty nice, but I mean, he got alongside you. You were
I hit the wall.
positioned on the inside. I mean,
yeah,
still a good
I hit the
maneuver.
wall at last corner, I like lost 8/10 on on the straight after I hit the wall.
8/10? No, he was just about outside of slipstream as far as I'm aware.
He was like 5/10 behind, and at the end of the straight, he was like 3/10 ahead.
Definitely through the second corner, got slowed down by being on the inside and whatnot. Either way, it looked good from the outside perspective. I wasn't in the driver's seat, just one that stood out to me. But either way, great racing overall. We need to bring these cars back more often. And I've no idea how it all pans out in the teams, but it could be quite interesting.
Just working out.
Of course,
I think Macau won.
probably could very well be the case. But it's been a pretty good season. Wins from 4 different people. Actually, no, make it 5 because Alfie just won a race. Congrats to Alfie on that one as well.
He doesn't talk.
He does not speak. Either way,
Congrats.
I'll probably end the stream off there. Thank you to everyone for watching the stream. Actually, yeah, true. Gotta wait for the results. Give Josh a minute then.
He just come.
Ah,
Thank you,
yes.
Jack, for carrying me for the whole season.
Is there a calendar announcement?
There was a cars announcement. The calendar
That's already out though.
might come out. Well, no, not the
No.
specific cars we're using.
Okay.
We gave you a taste of the selection of the whole thing, like the possible cars we could use. Ooh,
Teams Championship is done.
one-off livery for Porsche for the LMDH. Ooh,
We braked at the same time, Amanda, and I still hit them.
What robot, Ben?
We braked at the same time, and I still managed to hit the wall.
Are you sure? I think you brake later.
No, I've just-
Or you just went slightly on the brakes.
I've got the replay now, and we both brake. I'm behind you. We both brake exactly the same time, and I hit the wall.
How? Hmm?
Because I watched
Show me, please. I want to see your washedness.
Macca racing with the teams channel. Woo.
I saw
Another
this myself.
one. Another one.
I mean,
Thank you.
Jack kind of want that. I mean, how many points did Mosquito get?
And you brake later.
18.
Slightly.
More
What's
than
the-
that.
I mean, they're all 20 or so.
He got enough to win.
29
You
is
had, you had
29.
more speed because of the slipstream ban,
Yeah.
so you
and I
were
just.
going probably 5 to 6 kph more. And you just turned into.
Was the teams close, Josh?
9 points in it. 9.
The
Oof.
thing is, though, you just
Is it
Macca
against
to a
Freddie?
four. Back Macca,
The-
195. Yeah. No, Voyle is trading on 182.
Your microphone is not very good, Josh. We're not hearing everything.
I know, I'm not at my desk at the minute.
Did you
fourth
repeat who's P2 and P3?
Back marker 195, P2.
Is that
Voyle,
Jordan
180.
4C6?
Yeah. Voyle Racing, that's Freddie against 182 in P3. Polaris P4 with 178. River P5 with 160. And Listerate Entertainment Resort is 155. It's P6.
Wow, we are washed.
Pretty close though. And at the top of the thing with drops, Jack 1 with 175, Judd second with 156, Judd second with 156, Jens third with 139, then Nemanja, Josh, Ben, David, Alfie. That's crazy that Alfie managed to get 8th despite only doing 2 races. That's impressive.
That is wild.
With 2 podiums, 6th and 1st. Very impressive. So, yeah, a handful of different winners this season. But yeah, there you go. Either way, actually, Josh, I mean, do you want to do the announcement here or do you want to do it on Monday or something?
Depends how many people are watching.
There's some people watching. There may be more people in the
people.
Steward stream, though, so I'd say potentially do it there. Or just do it when you are ready, like do it proper.
Well, I'm not going to be here on Monday night.
Either way, you could just type out, just post an announcement, I would say.
I could do both tonight. So I guess give me 2 seconds to get myself on my desk to a better mic, and I can announce the next season.
Okay.
We'll repeat it on Monday.
Yes. I'm in love with Porsche's centenary livery. Oh, it's so sick.
Show it
Have
on
you
the stream.
seen the Porsche livery in the British GT Cup thing? It's someone's done a Rothmans tribute as well.
Oh, really? In the GT Cup? That series always gets some pretty good cars and liveries racing.
It's the one following touring cars. It's got like the Napa one and all that stuff.
Oh, you mean Porsche, like Porsche
Yeah,
Cup?
Porsche Cup, Porsche GT Cup.
Okay,
whatever it is.
yeah, GT Cup is on its own is a different thing in the UK. That's a very weird series with about 6 different classes. You even get like BMW M3 GTRs and random shit racing there. But let me have a look. Porsche Cup GP, not G, yeah GB. Let me have a look. Is it which car did you say it was, Ben?
It's not a proper Rothmans. Obviously, you can't put Rothmans all over it, but it's got that vibe. It's clearly like a tribute.
Mm.
Can't remember who drives it.
I can see if I can find it.
Search how you should say.
Yeah, but it was 29 points.
29, very good.
Uh,
Oh, I found it, Ben.
Mickey Mouse champion, yes.
It's still you still contributed. Actually, to be fair, without you, I don't think Jack would have won the championship. So
Wait,
it was a
second mosquito title.
Yeah.
second title. Yo,
I'm the most
Mosquitoes
champion.
like infinite times more than championships than I have. This is rigging clearly.
I have just good
He
No,
ch-
it's only hard work.
He just chooses the best teammates. Yeah, he does a lot of hard work in terms of selecting who he chooses for teammates. No, I'm kidding. That's
Yeah, and then I don't do any work. So
That's a lie, and we know it
that is a lie, indeed.
because
But
we know
yes,
how much mosquito practices.
very true.
enough to kill Nemanja in Gyllandsringen. Yes.
You ready yet, Josh?
Yes.
I am ready.
Wunderbar.
Let's start off then with the let's start with the dates of the calendar. Actually, well, I won't say who. English. I'm speaking English. I swear.
I gotta go anyway, guys. Yeah, thanks.
Bye, Jack.
Bye bye.
Thanks, yeah.
Bye.
The first round of the next AF3 season will take place on the 26th of May. That's a non-championship race. 26th of May. First round will be on the 2nd of June, and then every week for 6 weeks after that on the Friday evenings.
Okay,
Normal
but what
time,
track?
5:30 UTC. The cars, as we mentioned last week, we're going to be using the GT Supreme World Touring Car 2007 car pack. They're free on their Patreon. You don't even need to subscribe to the Patreon, but I recommend you do. They're very good. The cars we'll be using will be the Audi A4, the BMW 320 Si, the Opel Astra, the Seat Leon TDI, and the VW Scirocco.
A very nice
Nola-
selection.
Noise.
What?
No Lassetti.
Grid full of BMW.
No
No
Lassetti.
Lassetti. The theme we're going with is German cars. Ignore the Spanish one. It's technically because it's owned by VW. Don't blame me. It's not my decision on that one. Anyway, as for the calendar, as I said, the non-championship round on the 26th of May and the first round on the 2nd of June, they will take place at the Nürburgring GT circuit. That's the full GP circuit with the GT chicane. Round 2 on the 9th of June is going to be at Brands Hatch, Indy. Hell yes, I'm looking forward to that one actually.
Ooh, yeah.
Round 3 is Hockenheim National, so we've chopped its dick off.
Wow.
Very nice.
Short and
Very
backstraight.
string friendly.
I know how to sell it. Round 4 is at Oschersleben Club.
So
With
the shorter
that-
one.
the shorter one, yeah.
We've shortened that
downside
one
is
a bit in certain ways.
Downside is we have to use the turn 1 that John McClellan doesn't like. The guy that designed this corner should be taken into a dark room and beaten.
Very iconic.
It's
We
beat
have
that
to
corner.
use the terrible one. Sorry, guys.
Round 5 on the 30th of June will take place at Zandvoort, not Oosterlijk this time. The full GP course on this one, and the final round will be Donington National.
Oh,
Season
yes.
finale, 7th of July, Donington National in World Touring Cars. It was amazing last time.
Ben
I
has
don't-
risen.
I don't.
Oh no, Robot Ben.
He just sounds like a robot far off in the distance.
If
Yes,
you would
Josh.
like to take part in AF3, you can sign up now. All you got to do, well, you can kind of sign up now. All you got to do, go to join AF3 today and click the reaction at the top of the channel. We might be resetting that soon, but for now, if you want access, go ahead and click that reaction roll at the top of Join AF3 Today channel, and you'll get access to the channels, which I'll be updating in the middle of next week.
When will the teams?
Teams will go
Choosing
up around that. Teams will go up around that time, middle of next week.
Okay.
You'll love to see it. AF3 shall live long and prosper. That's-
Cool. Spread it. Spread this news far and wide. This can be our greatest season ever if you help us out a little bit and spread it where you can.
so post it in other Discord servers, Josh. Get on it. Come on. Hurry on. Anyways,
Many,
People
that's
complain
only
about making
Jackson.
the graphic designs, so can someone else do the adverts?
That Ollie
please?
Jackson livery is really cool.
the what? Sorry, Jens?
the Ollie Jackson livery you shared in Motorsport.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. Yeah, Ben
Yeah,
Ben,
it's
ben
nice.
mentioned it, and I found it so fucking cool.
Yeah.
Um,
Though the other LMBH though. looks
I love it.
horrible.
What do you mean? It looks so
Nah.
good. It's cool. It's
No.
got colors. It's nice. I like it. People like it. It's got all the colors of their like classic cars on it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Either way,
The Spanish stripe down the middle is a classic Porsche thing.
yeah, when Porsche and Penske were together last time, yeah, they had red and yellow. So yes,
Back Marker Auto Racing reference.
Red and yellow.
red and yellow,
Ferrari?
yes, or yellow and red. It was Porsche Penske when they had the RS Spider. Anyways, little update on AF2. I mentioned I'm going to put a poll up. I'm going to put another poll up in a little bit, just asking a couple extra bits, and that'll also be pretty much due at the same time. You have the weekend to vote on that. We have a rough idea now of what we want to do. Thank you all so much for your vote and discussion. This idea worked exactly how I wanted it to go, and it will hopefully make a great event for you guys. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Vote on the new vote. I'll also announce the winners from AF2 Fuji, and that'll be pretty much it. I think that's everything, Josh. Yeah. Thank you all for tuning into the stream. Awesome AF3 as always, and be sure to be there for the next season, which should be awesome. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.